All right, it's our first time doing this. This is going to be a special edition. In case you're new to the channel, my name is Jacob Rothenberg. I am a self publisher on Amazon, which I'll talk about more in a minute, along with an internet marketing entrepreneur, whatever that means. So you're either listening to this on Spotify, possibly elsewhere, or you're on YouTube, and I've got a couple announcements to make. But this is going to be monumental. So right now, as you can see, maybe, or as you're listening, I'll just have to tell you where I am. I'm in Las Vegas. Right behind me, that green building, is the MGM. And interestingly enough, I live on the exact spot, if you can see here on YouTube, where Tupac was shot and killed on Flamingo and Koval. That spot right over there. So yeah, we are here, and got some couple announcements to make since it has been a while since I've been on YouTube, and there's going to be some changes, so to speak, coming immediately. So I've been quietly working behind the scenes during this whole COVID crisis, and I've just been grinding away. So between publishing, working with clients of mine for fiction publishing, particularly romance. It's just been really just quietly grinding away. Not a whole lot to do here, despite being in Las Vegas. Interesting enough, a couple casinos are already opening up. Restaurants are, for the most part, reopening, although there's some guidelines, blah, blah, blah. But you're not here to learn more about COVID. You're here to hear more about publishing. So let me stay on track with that. What I'm going to be doing pretty soon, as of this, I guess I could now call episode rather than video, I am going to be repurposing my content that I am still going to provide on YouTube, but I'm also going to be transitioning into doing more of a podcast type format for my channel. So what you can come to expect is, on a more consistent basis, likely a once per weekly basis, I'm going to be talking about Kindle publishing, internet marketing, and all of that, with just doing it solo like I am now with banter, while also, and this is something that I am still planning and it's in the works, what I want to do is bring on a weekly basis to you various figures, people, and friends in the industry, the publishing and also the overall internet marketing industry, onto the channel for you to consume, whether it's information, education, entertainment, gossip, just interesting shit we're going to have here on the channel. So I already have a guest that I just talked to. We're going to feature in the first interview. It's a good friend of mine. Going to keep it a little bit of a secret for now. And chances are, if we are friends, colleagues, maybe even enemies, like fuck, why not, right? Yeah, I mean, there's people that probably don't like me, but it's whatever. I'm going to try to feature as many cool, interesting people as I can on the channel and provide that for you. So I've got content that I'm going to talk about in this video, just so that it's worthwhile of your time, but that's what's up. So there's a good chance you're listening to this on Spotify right now. If you're a Spotify listener, I'm sorry that this is a little bit kind of, random. I'm still having to adjust my tonality for the whole podcasting shtick. But in any case, let me talk today about what's really going on in publishing in 2020. Like for you, perhaps you're seeking opportunity to make money online, to quit your job and have the passive income lifestyle and all the promises that you've been made and that courses are delivering. I'm someone who has always tried to keep it raw and real with my audience on YouTube up until now, and especially going forward with doing podcasts and such. I just want to have a vibe where it's chill, We're going to keep things interesting and just keep it raw and real. I'm not really here to push an agenda. I mean, look, I'm going to probably be a hypocrite at some point and pitch something to you guys, right? So I'm not going to hold that out as a secret. But I just want to have like good conversations with people and also provide you guys with information that's relevant for publishing in 2020 and what's really happening in the industry. So, banter aside, let me get to it. Maybe you've been publishing for a while. Maybe you're relatively new to publishing. And what I'd like to say about this year is that what's been presented in terms of opportunity in publishing could be seen as mismanaged expectations between what's being told to you online, whether it be course creators, internet marketers, whatever, and what the reality is with being, quote, successful at self publishing. So let me explain. And I'm trying to just keep this as chill as possible. I'm not really here to take shots at anyone anymore. Like, damn, I'm tired of that. But let me put it this way. Back in 2016 and even 2017, I started in January of 2017 with publishing. Things were still really easy, meaning you didn't really need to have a skill set of any sort. Any transferable skills from internet marketing, you didn't really need to even succeed, quote, succeed at publishing. So all you had to do back then, and this is what the norm was in nonfiction publishing, you would outsource your book for $1 per 100 words. So you could have a 5,000 word ebook ghostwritten by someone for $50, maybe go the long way, the long mile, and publish a 10,000 word book, big baller shot collar, for $100. You would find a keyword that is relatively in demand, but yet still not overloaded with competition. And back then in 2016 and 2017, there wasn't a whole lot of self-published competition. It was still relatively easy to break into some keywords. And all you had to do was publish your book, slap some fake reviews on it like they taught you in various internet marketing courses on Kindle Publishing. Get that done, set it, and forget it. Just watch the passive income roll in. And back then, I don't think we even had to run Amazon ads to any significant extent. I know I did. I started Amazon ads, I think, in July of 2017 with some crypto books. And it just supplemented sales. But damn, dude, I was making I started in January. By July of that year, I was profiting $2,000 a month, and that was because I just put some ebooks together with not the most innovative ideas for keywords. Some were actually pretty freaking original, but banter aside, yeah, review swaps, all that. I had started off writing my own books, and for those, I never ever put a single fake review on those, just because I consider that sacred. I didn't want to tarnish my own work with that. But I didn't even really have an understanding of ads, and I was making money. And back then, I had my audiobooks done for my first few books, and audiobooks was like relatively uncharted territory for making money through publishing, and I was just getting bounties and sales left and right without doing anything. All I would do is upload a book, maybe do a couple things, set it and forget it. Most of my effort and time was spent on keyword research, so I knew what keywords to shotgun for and make some money off of. Now, going forward, it is 2020. Since then, we have had a whole crapola of Kindle publishing courses published on the market. We have literally, possibly, tens of thousands of new publishers since 2017 looking to make money online from this supposed great opportunity. Let me tell you, it is not the same right now making money with publishing as it was in 2017. Whether it's nonfiction or even in fiction, particularly in romance fiction, what I'm saying is still valid. It's just that there's so much more competition. And number two, with that, is that people have leveled up their game since starting out in publishing with online marketing. So, publishers in 2016 and 2017 who have stuck with it and actually developed their internet marketing skill sets have now, compared to 3 years ago, transferable skills that actually equate to something worthwhile with internet marketing. So what am I freaking talking about? What I mean is no longer are people just setting up books with some fake reviews, and fake reviews don't even stick anymore. That and then just setting it and forgetting it. Now, what you're seeing is that you have individuals who know how to accrue emails, who know how to gain subscribers. You have individuals who know how to set up automated email sequences. They either outsource good copywriters or they've learned how to, in essence, be a copywriter themselves. You have people who are actually very formidable with what's called brand building online, to where they have skills with community building, content creation and such, marketing, ad spend, the whole gamut. And when you've got competition of that level and you're someone that's just getting into Kindle publishing, like right now in 2020, and you don't have any skills, it's gonna be really an uphill challenge for you to succeed and make money online with publishing. So imagine, okay, let's see how this runs through the way courses teach you nowadays. So they tell you to publish, do your keyword research, get the book outsourced, blah, blah, blah. Let's get past that. You put out your book. You maybe still try to buy your fake reviews, but you notice that, hey, these fake reviews don't really impact anything in terms of bringing in traffic for the visibility of my book. And the fake reviews get deleted by Amazon now within 7 days. So that's faulty. And these courses tell me that I can just publish for these set of keywords that everyone else is doing because thousands of other people have access to the same course as me, and we're all looking up the same keywords. Okay, so only so many people can publish a mindfulness book. Only so many people can do a ketogenic diet recipe book. But yet, for the most part, newbies in this space have limited scope in ideas for keywords that they research that can be successful. So, more often than not, you're seeing a lot of the same keywords being tackled by newer level publishers. And unfortunately, and it's part of the experience with learning publishing, especially when you're new, is that more likely than not, when you're starting out, the quality of your content is going to be relatively low. And justifiably so. Because, imagine you're brand new to this, you're not sure what this is all about yet, and you want to just test the waters and validate that what these courses are preaching to you actually work. So instead of spending $2,000 on your first book ever, which is totally illogical if you're in nonfiction especially, you decide to dip your toe in and maybe outsource a cheap book for $200. No, that doesn't even exist anymore. Let's say $500. Okay, you're not getting it through Fiverr. You're getting it through somewhere else. So you have your low quality book out, and you notice now that for your keyword, there's a plethora of other low quality books out, and you're just one of many trying to like capitalize on the system, and that's just not going to work. So the reality is, guys, if you're someone that's new to publishing, that's the reality you're going to see. And I think for anyone that's experienced, and there will probably be comments below validating what I'm saying if we even make it to this part of the video together, is that like publishers will tell you that there's just so much low quality crap out that you don't really stand a chance publishing the way we all did back 3 years ago. It's just not going to work. So I would say for you to succeed in publishing in 2020, there's two things you need to do first and foremost. Number one, and this is going to take time, is that you need to develop an internet marketing skill set. So for me to be specific about what that entails, that means learning how to utilize an email marketing platform, MailerLite, ActiveCampaign, Aweber, MailChimp, etc. So you're going to have to learn at the very least how to collect emails, or you're going to have to learn how to community build with social media. Whether that's learning how to build a group on Facebook and gain members that you can like pitch stuff towards. That could be building an Instagram following. I have a couple students who have had an Instagram following and succeed selling books off of that. You're going to have to learn how to like have people who actually want to see your work, that you make the effort of attracting attention from. So the whole magic with Amazon is that you have a platform where you have literally millions of potential customers that can buy your product. However, the visibility of being on Amazon to the customer is something that you're going to have to fight for. So even though you can theoretically tap into millions of customers, that is irrelevant if the customers can't even see your product, whether that's because there's sponsored ad listings for your keyword that you're in that are taking up results, product results space. That could be just because maybe you're on page 6 of the search results and you haven't yet made an effort to rank on page 1 or page 2. And that's harder to game, very difficult to actually try to even manipulate. So there's things with that. So you're going to have to learn how to build an audience. And number 2 is that you got to really, these days, make the extra effort in producing high quality work. Now there's something unfortunate I want to say about that, but what I mean to say is you got to go the extra mile above everyone else. So if everyone else is publishing a 50-page black and white Shutterstock derived piece of shit for a coloring book, you want to be the publisher that maybe has 70 plus pages of more original, more creative designs, some innovative concepts, and really play some bigger strengths compared to the meager content that your competitors are providing. And not only do you have to do that, you have to make more of an effort to have more ad spend dedicated than your competition. Straight up, what I'll say is that of anything else in romance publishing, I have, I guess, I don't even want to call it an advantage, but I have the ability to still be competitive in the space because I have literally, I'm not exaggerating, I have literally somewhere between $32,000 and $35,000 right now spent on ad spend. I think for the last 60 days, something like that. So I have cash flow going on for my business that most people won't, despite the fact that, hey, I'm not the most creative guy in the world. I have the creative IQ of a dead turtle, but I can still stay relevant because I have ad spend and I have resources to help me come up with good ideas for my brand. So there's that. But you're going to have to just go the extra mile in outplaying all of your competitors. Now, when it comes to developing skills, or specifically like what constitutes learning what constitutes how to produce high quality content and having a developed infrastructure that most people won't have or don't have, you can really shortcut the process by working with a coach or a mentor to have that facilitated, to have that done, and learn the ropes. Now, am I here right now just to pitch that to you and sell you a program for coaching? Not yet. For the sake of this episode, I'm going to forego that. Maybe I'll leave you a link down below in the description of this YouTube video or wherever the heck I can put something on Spotify. But you're either going to have to, I would say, and I would do this, I've either shortcut the process, avoid trial and error, or as much trial and error as you can, hire a coach, or you're going to have to just learn the school of hard knocks, make mistakes, waste some money, and learn the hard way. There's nothing wrong with learning things the hard way, although you could be wasting money, and you could also be wasting some time that could have been better spent more efficiently doing things the right way the first time. And I don't want to brag on about coaching and all that, but guys, I'm someone that paid for a $8,000 program last year for an online internet marketing course. $8,000, and it benefited me. I've made my money back from it and more. So I don't just talk the talk. I walk the walk too. If I'm recommending coaching to you guys, I've likely probably have paid more for online coaching than you have at this point. I'm just a big fan of working with coaches in general. I guess I'm retired for now from powerlifting. I was a powerlifter for Jesse Burdick's team. Jesse Burdick being literally one of the best powerlifting coaches in the world. I mean, I'm biased. I'm going to rate him number one in the world, but I think it's fair to say with him having Caleb Woolham hit the all-time deadlift record, beating Ed Cohen with Jesse's coaching, he's top 5. But anyway, I don't want to rag on. I'm just such an advocate for legitimate, good coaching. It'll just shortcut the process in anything you're trying to learn. If I was trying to learn a martial art, boxing or Muay Thai, whatever, look, okay, if it was something beginner level, I don't need fucking John Jones to learn how to box or learn Muay Thai. But I would still want someone that's competent, hopefully someone that has more than 2 years of experience with striking. So maybe someone that has an amateur record or maybe is a pro just trying to make a living, whatever the case may be. I would still want that coaching. So that's what's going to work, what's going to help you out in 2020 with publishing. And I'm trying to keep it relatively chill here, and I'm not trying to bash anyone in particular, but just be very cautious and very skeptical of what you come across from internet marketers selling you Kindle publishing courses. That includes myself too. I'll just have to lump myself in there too. Although I consider myself to be a publisher that knows internet marketing instead of an internet marketer attempting to pose to know publishing. Find someone legitimately good. Realize that this is not some get rich quick scheme. You will not make money within 2 days of publishing your book. You should absolutely keep your job. Keep your fucking job for 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 a while. Don't have any fantasies of quitting your job within 6 months of starting Kindle publishing. Um, I would consider myself someone that succeeded relatively quickly with publishing. From the day I started, I still took 1.5 years before quitting my job, relying on Kindle publishing income. And in perspective, I should have probably waited a little bit longer before quitting my job and save up some more money before making the big leap. Kindle publishing, self-publishing is something that can be volatile. It can be somewhat hit or miss with the books that you publish, even if they're all actually good. Even if you put in all the work, all the same level of effort, same level of quality on every book that you publish, some books will hit, but some books will also miss the mark. And it really sucks when your book flops despite it still being good work. Happens to me, happens to everyone. So just keep your expectations congruent with what's possible with Kindle publishing. And I would say if you really are hell-bent on quitting your job, save up as much money as you can. At least I would say a year's worth of your living expenses if you can help it, at least a year. And try to tackle things, as I've said, at a level beyond what everyone else is doing. And if you want to really shortcut the process, work with a coach. So that's all I've got for this episode. Going forward, I'm going to do my best to have either guests every week, or we can also go old school, do some Q&A. I'd like to hear what you guys want to hear about, talk about, have questions on. Let's do it up. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you like the style going forward, if you dislike it, if this is going to be